Okay, I couldn't deal with the lag anymore, so I went ahead and wrote all of these out in advance. Okay, and then we can talk. We'll still talk about them individually, but I went ahead and used the limit properties to rewrite them. So on E, it's just all three of them multiplied together. The four and the limit as you approach three for f of x and as you approach three on g of x. So I just need to go look. Approaching three on f of x, 6. All right, so 6. And then approaching 3 on g of x. Oh my gosh, doesn't exist. So here's what I got. I've got a 4. I've got a 6. And are you kidding me? That can't be. So that limit doesn't exist. Okay. On f, so we've got the power rule here. Looking at f of x, we're approaching negative 3. I'm going to do that first. So approaching negative 3, oh yeah, we're good. That's negative 6. Okay. So that's going to be negative 6, and we're going to do the squaring last. So the order in which you do that makes no difference. So that one's fine. All right, and then a square root on g of x. So I'm approaching 4. All right, and approaching 4 appears to be 5 to me. Yeah, 5. All right, so this is going to be the square root of 8 times 5, all right, which is a square root of 40. And, they really don't care if you simplify square roots or not. I'll go ahead and do it. I mean, that's going to be 2 and the square root of 10. But you can leave it square root of 40 or whatever that is. All right, and then we've got f of x approaching negative 3. All right, that's fine. That's negative 6. Okay, so I just broke it apart. And then we have g of x approaching negative 3, and that's a problem. So that's a negative 6 plus it does not exist, which is completely just weird to write, right? So that's definitely a does not exist, which is weird to say equals does not exist, but you know what I mean. All right, now we're dividing. So both of them approaching 6 with the f of x on top. Positive 6, right? Yeah, both of them approaching 6. So my numerator is 5. I'm approaching 5. All right, and my denominator approaching 6. I'm going the wrong way. I did the wrong one. The 5 approaching 6 was 0. Sorry, 0 on top. My bad. 5's on the bottom. All right, so you go away too. All right, there we go. So on top 0, on bottom 5. Hey, and that's fine. 0 divided by anything, 0. All right, and then the last one, we have composition, which is really cool. I like these. So on G, we're approaching negative 2. That's the inner part. So we do it first. So approaching negative 2 on G looks like that gives me negative 3, doesn't it? That's what I'm going to go with. So this would be f of negative 3. And now we just go look for a y value. So it's not a limit at this point. We already did the limit. So it's f of negative 3. I'm looking for the y value. When we're at negative 3, the y value is negative 6. So there we go. Boom. All right. Example 1. Done.